Golden Tigers fans, get ready. It's time for buckets, blocks, spills, thrills, steals, and slams. Thunder! Tuskegee basketball is next on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Now, let's go courtside with the call. Here's Charles Ward.
And welcome, everybody. We are live in Mobile, Alabama, on the campus of Spring Hill College at the Arthur Outlaw Arena and Recreation Center. So glad you could join us here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network for Golden Tigers basketball. Golden Tigers on the road this afternoon, getting set to meet the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill in SIAC action. Golden Tigers, you know the story up to this point. They are 11-8 overall and 8-4 in the SIAC. In the month of January, Golden Tigers 7-1 over that stretch of time, and over their last 6 ball games, they are undefeated. That is good enough to push them up. They started at 4th in the west of the SIAC. Right now, the Golden Tigers second behind the Golden Bears of Miles College. We'll talk more about that because there's a big contest coming up on Chappie James on Saturday with number 1 and number 2 in the SIAC. But right now for the Golden Tigers, ahead this afternoon, it's the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Lady Badgers come in at 6-13 overall, and they are 5-7 in SIAC play. Right now, the Lady Badgers 6th in the West. They were predicted to finish 5th in the conference under head coach Dan Pressel, who's in his 2nd season. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, they've run off their last 6 wins over Lemoyne, Albany State, Central State, Kentucky State, Miles College, and Lane College earlier this week for their 6th in a row under head coach Ciante Wester. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee come into today's ball game ranked 11th in the conference scoring, but they are 1st in the conference in scoring defense. Golden Tigers with that pesky defense all season long, scoring margin of 3.8 or 5th in the SIAC. From the floor, Golden Tigers shooting at 35%. They're 11th in the conference. But again, get this, defensively, it's the Golden Tigers that are really standing out in that category. They are 1st in the conference in field goal defense and 7th in the nation in that category. From behind the arc, Golden Tigers 10th in the SIAC at 25% shooting and 3rd defensively in the conference. And they are 26th overall in the nation as it relates to 3-point defense. So some good numbers for the Golden Tigers as they get set for basketball action this afternoon against the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. I'm about to introduce the starting lineups here inside the Outlaw Arena momentarily, but we'll take a quick look at the Badgers in terms of their numbers. 12th in scoring in the SIAC, 12th in scoring margin. They're 12th in field goal percentage, 12th in rebound margin, 11th overall in rebounding, 14th in turnovers, 14th in turnover margin, 14th in steals. So a team that's really trying to find its footing in the SIAC, and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee certainly hoping that they won't find their footing here this afternoon at the Outlaw Arena. Teams at midcourt. National anthem getting set to be played here inside the Outlaw Arena. We'll step out for our first time out here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Golden Tiger fans, I'm Anthony Holloman, Commissioner of the SIAC, and this is Golden Tiger Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
And we are back live inside the Outlaw Arena on the campus of Spring Hill College, getting set for women's basketball action on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Golden Tigers getting set to meet the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill in SIAC action. Take a look now at the TNT Fireworks starting lineups. We'll begin with the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. And as I referenced to you before, they are 6-13 and a team that's struggling to find its footing at 5-7 in conference play. They'll shape it up this way. It'll be the freshman Lori Sevier from Coral Springs, Florida, in the starting lineup. Sevier, 5.7 points per ball game. She'll be joined by the senior Jaleesa Mann out of Decatur, Georgia. Mann at 3.5 points per ball game and 2.6 assists. A name that you're likely familiar with for the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill, the redshirt senior Marta Duda. Duda from Poland, averaging 11.7 points per ball game and leads the team in rebounds at 8.6 per outing. That'll be the junior Madison Doling from Gulf Shores, Alabama, in the starting lineup for the Lady Badgers. Doling, 5.6 points per ball game and 3.6 per outing. And rounding out the five for the Lady Badgers, it's another name you're familiar with, the senior from Barcelona, Spain, Claudia Garrido. Garrido at 8.5 points per ball game and 4.3 rebounds. She was injured early in the season, but starting to come around for the Lady Badgers. So it's Sevier, Mann, Duda, Doling, and Garrido, the five for head coach Dan Pressel. He's in his second season. He's assisted by Casey Ferguson. Now, let's take a look at the TNT starting lineup for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. The senior from Opelika, Alabama, LaDasia Hughley. LaDasia at 4 points per ball game and 2.4 assists. Alani Cantone, the grad student from Apopka, Florida. Alani, 19th in the conference, is scoring with 10.7 points per ball game. It'll be the grad student from Evanston, Illinois, Cyan Holmes, getting the start. Cyan at 4.7 points per ball game. And the grad student, first team all-conference, Brittany Boland in the lineup. Brittany leading the team, scoring 10.9 points per ball game. And the grad student from St. Louis, Jasmine Manuel, in the middle. Jasmine leads the team with 6.7 rebounds. So it's Hughley, Cantone, Holmes, Boland, and Manuel, the five for the Golden Tigers. Officials get set to tap things up, and the basketball, it will be controlled by the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill, and we are underway. Glad you could join us for the coverage. Lady Badgers at home, dressed in their white, numerals in purple, trunks and jerseys outlined at the seam in purple, and numerals and lettering outlined in black. They go down at the block. Dowling working right side underneath the defense of Jasmine Manuel, and Dowling gets the first points of the ball game. Officials for this afternoon's ball game: Andrew Gilmore, Nikia Wynn, and Marquise Richardson, the three with the call. Gilmore will go to him for the calls. He's the crew chief for this refereeing crew. Tuskegee going left to right in the first quarter of play. Half court set. Boland pops out for the basketball away from the cylinder. Foul line extended. Boland's going to be fouled there. They'll call the foul out front on Jaleesa Mann. Mann picks up her first, and that's team foul number one on the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Just underway. Spring Hill with a 2-0 lead. Dowling underneath got to lay in on there to the floor to get things started. Boland at the line to shoot. Boland, the grad student, 85% free throw shooter for the Golden Tigers. Brittany with the first free throw, and she gets Tuskegee's first points of the ball game from the free throw line. Golden Tigers as a team, 72% free shooting from the free throw line. That's good for second in the SIAC. And Boland rattled both good for Tuskegee. Brittany coming off a 2.4 rebound outing against the Lady Dragons of Lane College. Tuskegee won that ball game 63-48 up at Lane earlier this week. Half court set for the Lady Badgers now. Tuskegee showing an early zone defense. Out front with the basketball is Mann. She'll work it right side all the way through to the rack. Missed on the shot. First rebound of the ball game for Jasmine Manuel. Outlet pass to Boland. Brittany right side. Tied at 2. She'll slide left side now. In the corner. Leaves it for Cantone. Halani running jumper in the corner. And she is good for Tuskegee. So Halani, she and Brittany named to the Eurobasketball.com Women's Final Four Showcase later this year. Chance to play, to showcase themselves in terms of being seen by teams in the international market. So another honor for the both of them. Tuskegee with the basketball. There into the floor. Hughley with it. They'll dump it down low to Jasmine. Jasmine working the block right side to the glass, and Jasmine with her first field goal. Made 6-4, 6-2. Tuskegee with the lead now after that basket. Just underway, first period of play. 7:50 remains in the first period. Tuskegee up by a 6-2 score. Lady Badgers with it on their end of the floor now. Away from the basket is Garrido. She'll slide right side, lost her dribble, has to come back out front with a pass to man. 6 to shoot for the Badgers. Up top they go to Duda. Duda on the move, left side, all the way to the rack. Missed on the shot. Manuel with the rebound, outlet pass Cantone right side. Alani looking for Cyan at the block. She's got her there. Drop step by Cyan across the floor to Boland. Boland thought about the three. Entry pass inside to Cantone, left side in the corner instead. Now they go inside to Jasmine. Jasmine shot inside the paint, and Jasmine's 2 of 2 from the floor, working her way on the inside with an Alabama power. Points in the paint, working inside to give Tuskegee an 8-2 lead. Garrido in a half-court set now for the Lady Badgers. She'll slide left side all the way through to the rack. Shot it hard. Backside rebound, Boland. Brittany, right side, Cyan. She'll run the floor right side to the rack. And Cyan with her first field goal of the ball game. So Tuskegee up by 8 now with 6:35 left in this first period of play. Man with it across the timeline now for Spring Hill. They go right to left first 10 minutes of play. Out front, Hughley went for a steal, and they'll get her for the foul instead. So LaDeja picks up her first personal. Team foul number 1 on Tuskegee with 6:13 remaining in this first period of play. Hughley, 2 points, 3 rebounds in the win over Lane College, had 3 assists in that ball game. Leads the team in assists with 2.4 per ball game. She's 7th in the conference in that category. Half-court set out on the floor now for Coach Presley is Kaylin Hunter, the sophomore. To the rack, left side, and the easy basket there by Tiana Smith, working it inside the paint for her first field goal. And Tuskegee's lead now is 12-2, or it should be 12-4 after that basket. Half-court set, whistles as a Tuskegee tries to work it inside to Jasmine Manuel. We'll retract on that score here in just a moment. I think they gave that point to Tuskegee and not to Spring Hill on their end of the floor. Likely going to wind up a 10-4 score. We'll see as they sort that out on the scoreboard. Cantone with it, left corner. Slides the paint all the way through underneath the defense, but missed on that shot. Rebound to the Badgers. Garrido works it right side. Now circles back out front. Up top with a pass to Ella Vallis. Vallis gives it on the move now to Van. Vallis with it again, left side. Shot clock at 14. They play catch now as Man has it. Try to get it back out front, threw it away, but Hunter runs it down. She'll work right side. Hughley guarding her. Has to shoot it in desperation. Clock shot working down. Missed shot. Tuskegee with the basketball. Boland left side. Hughley with it in the corner. Now Cantone will handle. We're at 5:03 left first period of play. Tuskegee leads 10-4. Try to get the scoreboard right. Tuskegee up by 6. Hughley on the move. Cyan. Boland with it now with 8 to shoot. They work it inside to Jasmine. Jasmine double there. Turns to the right and banks the lay in right side. Jasmine 3 of 3 from the floor early here in the Outlaw Center for 6 points to give Tuskegee a 12-4 lead. Full court pressure now by TU as Smith comes across the timeline for the Badgers. Works it out front to Kellen Hunter. Hunter. Ankle injury for her, sidelined her. She's just back with 2 games of play after the injury. And whistles on the inside. Shot inside the paint by Vallis is good. They'll count that for her. And a foul called on the inside. I think they're going to get Jasmine for that one. Without a first personal. And team foul number 2. And the Lady Badgers with a chance for a 3-point play after Vallis is good inside the paint. 4:18 remains, first period of play. We come to our first media timeout. Timeout comes with Tuskegee leading at 14-4 over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. We'll take a break here on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Lily Lanier. the class of 1971, Tuskegee University, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah, my power went out and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah, why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make to level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
Golden Tigers trying to make it 7 in a row. Good start for Tuskegee. They lead 12-6 over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Conference action on a Saturday afternoon. Glad you could join us on GTSN. Charles Ward here with the play-by-play story on the road from Mobile, Alabama. Eric Tabor in our studios on a Saturday afternoon. Spring Hill after the timeout. They make it back out onto the floor first. And Ella Vallis at the line, the sophomore from Mobile, should be shooting here to try to convert on a three-point play. Got the field goal inside the paint for the Lady Badgers before the timeout. Lady Badgers, Spring Hill from the free throw line. Third in the SIAC at 6, right at 70% shooting as a team from the free throw line. So Vallis to shoot here. Vallis at 50% shooting from the line at 1 of 2. The officials now finally breaking back out onto the floor. And Vallis set to shoot for Tuskegee. Substitutions on the floor. Samaya Mackin out on the floor, so they bob it out there. Nadeja Hughley stays. Brittany Boland stays. And Alexandria Johnson out on the floor for the first time for Tuskegee. Vallis missed on the free throw, so it remains 12-6 Tuskegee with the lead. Hughley with it now. Trying to work it right side. Got it to Bobbitt. Sine squares for 3. Her first three-point offering is off the mark, over the top of the cylinder. And the basketball over to the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Sine, the senior from Killeen, Texas, leads the team from behind the arc at 33%, 15 of 46 coming into the ball game, but missed on the first one there. Nicole Blanche, the junior from Sarasota, out on the floor now for the Lady Badgers. Tried to bounce it down in the corner, and Blanche guilty of the turnover. And we go back the other way, Tuskegee with the basketball. Lady Badgers of Spring Hill averaging 17.8 turnovers per ball game, 14th in the conference in turnover margin. Hughley with it for Tuskegee. Left side, Boland behind the arc. Double B with a three-pointer. That one bounces around and off the mark. Tapped out of bounds by Vallis on the inside. So it'll stay with Tuskegee. 3:36 remains, first period of play. Tuskegee with a 12-6 lead and the basketball. Boland left of the cylinder to inbound it. On the run, gives it over to Alexandria Johnson. Alexandria on the move inside the paint. Pushes back out front to Hughley. Hughley left side behind the arc. Now across the floor, Alexandria for 3. And she's short of the mark. Mackin down low will stay on this end of the floor. Trying to get underneath on the defensive end there was Blanche. And they call, they're going to give that basketball over to the Lady Badgers, so they'll get Mackin with that personal down low. So Samaya picks up her first. Team foul number 2 on Tuskegee. Half court set now for the Badgers of Spring Hill. Duda doubled at the sideline. Got it over to Vallis. Now Blanche works it across the floor now to Smith, just in front of the Tuskegee bench. Smith lost her dribble over to Blanche. 13 to shoot for Spring Hill. Now they'll back it out front to Kellen Hunter. Hunter with 8 to shoot. Top of the key, lost her dribble over to Vallis. She'll square from out front. Tried to bank it, but missed on the shot. Bobbitt with the rebound for Tuskegee. Outlet pass to Alexandria. Johnson across the timeline. She had 5 points, 4 rebounds in the win against Lane earlier this week. As Hughley circles left side in front of Spring Hill's bench. Lost her dribble up top. Boland. Double B again for 3. This time she finds the range for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So Boland with 5 here in this first period of play. 2:24 remains in it. Tuskegee with a 15-6 lead after that field goal. Half court set for Spring Hill. Boland, first team all conference. First three-pointer for her in the ball game. Ballas works it in the corner to Duda. Nice move by her. Duda to the glass. And on a good fake and drive at the baseline, Duda with her first field goal for the Lady Badgers. Tuskegee's lead 15-8 with less than 2 minutes remaining. First period of play. Hughley out front now. She'll go top of the key. Left side, Johnson behind the arc. Alexandria working off of a screen by Bobbitt. Space, jumper, good. Alexandria. So Johnson with her first field goal. Nice penetration by her with the short jumper after a good screen there by Sine. At the mid-stripe, turnover, Tuskegee takes it away. Right corner, Hughley, she'll fire three-pointer. And LaDeja finds the range from behind the arc. LaDeja with a rare three-point basket for Tuskegee that extends the TEU lead to 20-8 now with 1:18 left in this first half. Half-court set down for Duda and the Lady Badgers. Blanche with it out front. Works it over to Hunter. 9 to shoot for Spring Hill. Hunter with the jumper, and she finds the range from outside. So Hunter finds the range from behind the arc. I believe they're going to count that as a three-pointer. That'll make it 20-11. Less than a minute remaining. First period of play. Tuskegee with a 9-point lead. Johnson on the move now. Kicks it to Boland, left corner. Boland working off of her screen. Back to Bobbitt. Bobbitt for three. Sine from way out front. Knocks down a triple for the Golden Tigers to make it 23-11. 30 seconds left first period now. Across the timeline, Smith. She's doubled there. Bounce pass to Vallis. She'll hand it over to Hunter with 15 to shoot. 19 left first period. Hunter right side. And we'll go back the other way. LaDeja trying to catch up with that play. Hunter guilty of an elbow to find the space when she picks up her first personal. So Tuskegee with the basketball. LaDeja takes a seat after the good defensive work. Amani Johnson on the floor now, the sophomore from Hercules, California. So Amani will pick it up in the backcourt. And they actually started that shot clock before it was touched in play, so they're going to have to put some time back out on the clock there. Amadi on the entry pass is just letting it bounce on the floor. They couldn't start the clock until she actually picked it up. So we'll see how much time they put on the clock for Tuskegee to work with here, leading at 23-11 near the end of the first period of play. A couple of big three-point shots for Tuskegee. Kind of give them some space in this basketball game. Golden Tigers right now 3 of 5 from behind the arc. Boland's got one. Bobbitt's got one. And LaDeja Hughley's got one. They'll put the clock at 13.6 now. And Amani picks up on the dribble. Garrido picks her up at the mid-stripe. 8 seconds left. Right side, Bobbitt. She'll square. Sine for three. Back of the iron, had a good look. Basketball tapped around. Garrido gives chase. And the basketball tapped out of bounds. And it will be Tuskegee with 4/10 of a second left. That's more than enough time to hoist one. We'll see if they can get one airborne to end the first period. They started the clock before they inbound the basketball. So it'll be 4/10 of a second left on the clock. Set the inbound play. It'll be Johnson to inbound it. Tuskegee leads 23-11. At 4/10 is where they're trying to get it to start things off. Amadi set to inbound it. As they work with the clock here inside the Arthur Outlaw Arena and Recreation Center on the Spring Hill College campus. Live in Mobile, Alabama. Now they get things set at 4/10. Tuskegee with a chance before the buzzer here to get one airborne. Amani, let's see if they'll look to the inside or come out instead. Somebody's gun shy over there at the scorer's table. And they started again before play set to resume. And official Andrew Gilmore saying just, hey, check me out. I'm going to show you my hand. Started when I wave my hand. Johnson set to inbound it. Pushes out front. Bobbitt tried to get it airborne. Not sure if that wasn't a quick start of the clock as well. At any rate, we come to the end of the first period, and we come to it with the Golden Tigers. Good start here in Mobile, Alabama. They lead it 23-11 over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. We'll take a time out here on GTSN.
Tuskegee Nation, I'm Reginald Ruffin, Director of Athletics, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
Golden Tigers win the first 10 minutes of play, 23-11 as we start second period play. Tuskegee with the basketball to get things going left to right in this second period. Johnson with a three-pointer from out front, down in the corner, just in front of the Spring Hill bench. Alexandria with her second field goal. That's a three-pointer to make it 26-11. Tuskegee from the floor in that first 10 minutes of play, 9 of 14 at 64%. 5 of 10 for the Lady Badgers. They'll try to answer with a three, and they do as Lori Severe, the freshman from Coral Springs, Florida, with her first field goal. Tuskegee with a 26-14 lead and the basketball. Johnson, half-court set, works it up top to Amani. Amani Johnson back over to Alexandria Johnson, just in front of the Spring Hill bench. On the cut, Cantone. Across the floor to Amani, 10 to shoot for Tuskegee. She'll circle up top, Johnson. Tried to dump it in the corner, down to Cantone, 5 to shoot. On the run, they got it inside on a basket there by Cyan Holmes. Good look inside there by Cantone. She'll get the assist, and Cyan with her second field goal for Tuskegee makes it 28-14. 8:49 left first half of play. Tuskegee with the lead. Spring Hill with it on their end of the floor. Hunter works it. Right side. Valios missed on the three-point shot. Rebound Cantone. Kalani with the quick step right side now for TU. Now she'll slow things down, work it back out front to Alexandria. Tuskegee with the 28-14 lead. Johnson wants to work it right side. Across the floor to the left instead to Amani. Bounce pass in the corner, Cantone. 10 to shoot. Now Amani with it, 7 to shoot. Johnson trying to get it inside to Jasmine. Cantone in the corner. Whistles, and Cantone guilty of a travel that time. And the basketball back over to Spring Hill. 8:05 left first half of play. Garrido to inbound it in the backcourt for Spring Hill. As Hunter handles the sophomore coming across the timeline. Amani Johnson guarding her. Hunter works it right side, popping out for the basketball to Severe. Severe slides left side, turns with a jumper, missed on a shot, but drew a foul on the inside. They'll call the foul on the inside. Cyan Holmes going to be guilty of that foul for the Golden Tigers. Cyan picking up her first personal. That was a shooting foul, and that will send Severe to the line to shoot. Severe good on the first free throw. She's got 4 in this first half of play for the Lady Badgers. Severe on the season, 59% shooting from the line. 7:45 remains, and she got them both from the line for Spring Hill. She's got 5 in the ball game. Tuskegee with a 28-16 lead. Full court pressure by Spring Hill. Johnson up the floor to Cantone. Tuskegee with numbers. Cantone left side underneath the defense. And Halani took full advantage of that, and she got the lay-in for Tuskegee. She's got 4 first half play for Tuskegee. 7:24 left first half. Tuskegee with a 30-16 lead. Lady Badgers half-court set. The sophomore Hunter handles out front. Raises with a jumper out front. The rimmer is off the mark. Cantone clears for Tuskegee, and Garrido commits the foul in the backcourt by the Lady Badgers. That's her first. Non-shooting foul for Tuskegee. They'll have it in the backcourt. Cantone to inbound it with 7:10 left. Hunter, the sophomore, takes a seat for Coach Dan Pressel and the Lady Badgers. Tuskegee with Amani Johnson handling the basketball. She'll come across the timeline. Zone defense for the Lady Badgers now. Alexandria Johnson just in front of the Spring Hill bench. In the corner to Cantone. Tuskegee at the block manual. Drop step by Jasmine. Back out Alexandria. 7 to shoot now. Back out front, and they throw the basketball away. Alexandria trying to get it in the corner to Cantone. Rush the pass, and the basketball back over to Spring Hill. So Garrido back out on the floor now. She'll inbound the basketball for the Lady Badgers. Reminder, men's action just ahead on GTSN after the women's contest. Golden Tigers trying to go 7 in a row in this month of January. Duda works it back out front to Garrido. Tuskegee 7-1 in the month of January. Back out front. Fowlis with a 3-point shot. Missed on that shot. Rebound, Hughley, who's back out on the floor. Left side, Cantone. Got some space. Jumper, left side, missed on the shot. Cyan with a rebound. Another look for Tuskegee. Back to Cantone. Amani behind the arc for 3. Bremer's off the mark. Amani with a good look there. Shot fell off for her, though. We go down to 6:04 in that first half. Garrido, right side. Lost the dribble. Up top, jumper. Severe. Spinner in. Spins out and falls good for Severe. Had a couple of looks on the cylinder, and Severe able to get it to fall for the Lady Badgers. That'll make it 30-19 with 5:46 left first half. Brittany Boland set to come in next dead ball for TU. Holmes pops out for the basketball for the Golden Tigers. Left side to Amani. Entry pass, Jasmine. Jasmine back to Hughley. Hughley for 3. Left out one short. Rebound, Amani at the block. Lost it on the floor. She'll dive for it, and a foul called on the Tuskegee end of the floor. Good work by Amani to get in there to keep that basketball for TU. They'll call the foul inside on Severe. That's her first. As Boland makes it back out on the floor for Tuskegee. Cantone thought she was coming out. Brittany caught her arm in flight and said, no, stay with us, as Amani Johnson departs the basketball game. Entry pass, Cantone. Fresh 20 for Tuskegee to shoot as Alani backpedals behind the arc in the corner. Nice spin by Alani to the rack. Banked it, but she missed it. Good look there on the inside. Garrido pushing up the floor. They almost step out of bounds with the basketball. Man able to stay on the floor, though. Up top to Duda. They try to dump it down low to Vallis. She'll try to chase it down. Stepped on the inbound line. Basketball over to Tuskegee. So the Lady Badgers turn it over. That's their 5th in this first half of play. Tuskegee with the basketball leading 13-19. We're at 5:05 remaining in this first half. Hughley handles for Tuskegee. Zone defense for Spring Hill. Brianna Glaze out on the floor over to Boland. Boland doubled inside the paint. Back to Brianna. They push it in the corner. Now to Jasmine. Left block underneath the defense and got a reverse lay-in for Tuskegee. Jasmine works across the paint there. Had 17 points and 6 rebounds in the win against Lane. Already got 8 here in the first half against the Lady Badgers. Tuskegee with a 32-19 lead. Duda with it. Left block. Floater with the right-hand shot. Missed on that one. Rebound cleared by Jasmine. Tuskegee quickly up the floor to Brianna. Down in the corner. Back to LaDeja. Bumped out of bounds. It'll stay with Tuskegee. They'll call the foul in the corner on Garrido. And Garrido's picked up her second personal for the Lady Badgers. Set to check in for Spring Hill now. It's Madison Dowling, the junior. Dowling started the ball game, but haven't seen much of her since her start. 4:19 left. Second period of play just before the intermission. Media time out here. Tuskegee leads it at the break 32-19. We'll take a break here on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mark Brown, class of 1986, president of Tuskegee University, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Golden Tiger fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Golden Tiger fans, don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Golden Tigers with a good start to this basketball game. They lead it 32-19, going for their seventh win in a row, their eighth win in the month of January. If they can stay on track here right now, Golden Tigers 13 of 22 shooting at 59% from the floor, 4 of 9 from behind the arc at 44%, and perfect at 2 and 2 from the free throw line. Badgers 7 of 16 shooting in this first half of play at 44%. Boland will inbound it for Tuskegee after the timeout. She'll come out front with the pass to LaDeja. Hughley with it, out top of the key. It's Hughley, Glaze, Manuel, Holmes, and Boland on the floor for Coach Wester and the Golden Tigers. LaDeja with 10 to shoot. Back to Boland, double B. That one looks short, and it is short. Tuskegee runs it down at the block. Duda tried to save it, able to do it just in front of the bench. Over to Garrido. Garrido across the timeline now, works to the right side. Ran into a double there, got it back out front to Mann. 3:51 left here first half. They move it across the floor. Garrido now with 15 to shoot. Nice spin by her in the paint, runner to the glass, and she got it to fall. Her first field goal of the ball game, and Tuskegee's lead now is cut to 32-21. We're at 3:33 left first half. Left side, Brianna. Glaze surveys. Out front now to Boland. Across the floor, Hughley. Cyan trying to get it in the corner to go to Glaze inside. Now back to Cyan in the right corner. 9 to shoot for Tuskegee. Boland slides left side, tried to bounce it in traffic and threw it away. Garrido back the other way, had it kicked by Hughley, and it came off of Garrido last, and Tuskegee with the basketball. Good job by LaDeja there to cause that turnover by Garrido and the Lady Badgers. Sine Bobbitt back out on the floor for Tuskegee with 3:10 left first half. And so is Samaya Mackin. So it's Bobbitt with Hughley, Boland, Glaze, and Mackin, the 5 out on the floor now for TU. 3:05 left first half. Glaze with it right side. Brianna gives it up in the corner to Boland. Double B back out to Brianna. Trying to get it to Mackin inside if they can. They go across the floor now. Hughley with it. Boland in the corner. Trying to get it to Mackin still with 10 seconds left. Lead behind Bobbitt. She'll fire the three-pointer. Missed on the shot. And out of bounds. Basketball over to Spring Hill. So Spring Hill with a chance to cut that lead to single digits. Trip this down the floor. Largest lead, Tuskegee by 15 in this first half of play. Half court set now for Spring Hill. Hunter with the basketball. They dump it inside to Duda. Down in the corner, Garrido. She's on the move now. Now lead behind, left side toward the rack and losing the basketball to Sevier. Basketball over to Tuskegee. Good defensive work by Tuskegee to block the lane of Sevier, and she lost it off of her right leg. Trinity Layton now, the sophomore from Miami, out on the floor. She'll replace Brianna Glaze. Trinity of late just on fire for Tuskegee. 11 points and 3 rebounds in the win against Lane College. A really good month of January for her. Has earned some playing time in that rotation for Tuskegee. 2:16 left first half. Trinity with the basketball. Right side, Hughley. Trying to get it to Mackin. Back up top to Trinity. Left side, Bobbitt. Boland in the corner now. 10 to shoot. Samaya will get her for the travel left side. Samaya trying to find some space going to her left toward the rack. She'll commit the turnover. Basketball back over to Spring Hill. Turnover number 4 for the Golden Tigers. Hunter, half court set now. Garrido now on the move is Duda. She left it short at the block left side. Good transition there by Duda, just not able to finish with the lay-in. Tuskegee will take advantage of it. They lead 32-21. Layton behind the arc for Tuskegee. Fires a three-pointer. Trinity missed on that one. So Maya runs it down backside. Back to Trinity. Tuskegee with a fresh 20 with a minute 32 left. First half to play. Tuskegee by 11. Boland just in front of the Spring Hill bench now. Bobbitt out front. Right side Layton. Trinity with 6. Back to Sine. Down in the corner. LaDasia. 3. Tried to dump it inside. And the basketball turned over. Spring Hill up the floor. Garrido catching up with it right side. And they go on transition. Garrido with the lay, and that's her second field goal. 65 seconds left first half now. Tuskegee's lead down to single digits, 32-23. Layton with the basketball out front right side. Gives it up to Boland. Boland to Bobbitt. Foul line extended. Right corner Trinity. Under a minute remains. Tuskegee with the lead and the basketball. They got 8 to shoot. Layton works it right side off of the screen. 5 to shoot. Trinity knows it. Fires a jumper. Missed backside. Duda missed on the rebound. Hughley had it inside, but she lost it inside to Hunter. Hunter back the other way for the Lady Badgers. Severe left side, out of control at the block. She lost the basketball. And Tuskegee now with a chance to close the half with a field goal. Led by as many as 15, trying to get that lead back to double digits to end the first half. Boland with it, half-court set on the weave, gives it up to Hughley. Up top out of it now, 8 to shoot. Layton with it, back to Bobbitt. 5. Trinity surveys. Up top, Samaya. Foul on extended jumper there. Missed on the shot at the buzzer. Tuskegee ran the clock down. They got it to Mackin at the free throw line, but Samaya not able to convert there. So Tuskegee will go into the locker room leading at 32-23 over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Golden Tigers basketball on the Golden Tigers Sports Network continues after this timeout.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Inside the Daniel Chappie James Center, the rivalry continues. Saturday, February 8th, get to the arena early for a big-time doubleheader matchup as the Miles College Golden Bears comes to Tuskegee. A doubleheader as the Lady Golden Tigers, led by Brittany Boland and Halani Canton, set to take on the Lady Golden Bears of Miles College. Immediately following, the NBA All-Star Weekend bound Golden Tigers of Tuskegee take on the Western Division leading Miles College Golden Bears. Get your tickets now for a major heavyweight showdown. Be advised the strict enforcement will be implemented. Tell a friend to tell another friend that February 8th is the date. 1 p.m. tip-off time for the women, 3 p.m. start time for the men. We'll see you in Daniel Chappie James Center. Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen. Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah, my power went out and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah, why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make the level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
For five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
And we're back live here inside the Arthur Outlaw Arena on the campus of Spring Hill College. At the intermission, it's the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee leading at 32-23 over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Chance for us to bring in the head coach of the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, head coach Benchy Taylor. Always good to join him at halftime of the women's ball game to get perspective on the Golden Tigers as they get set to meet the Badgers of Spring Hill in men's action right after this ball game. Coach, you come into this ball game after a tight ball game against the Dragons of Lane College, won at 51-50. Your thoughts coming into this ball game against Spring Hill now, another tough opponent?
If we score 51 points, we don't have a chance tonight. We don't have a snowball's chance if we score 51 points tonight. These guys are very explosive offensively. They got two guys that get 45 a night, which is, what we struggle to get at Lane. So we got to be a little bit more efficient tonight. Continue to stand on our defensive principles. Those two guys are high volume, high efficient scorers, and we're going to do a good job of taking care of the basketball tonight and getting some easy ones.
We're talking about Walter Peggs, of course, and Stephen Lyles, though, too, for the Badgers of Spring Hill. Just a prolific duo for that team. What's your approach to that duo in terms of what are you telling your team? I mean, I know it's to some degree, you can't fully shut them down, but have to give them some kind of attention defensively.
You got to make them take a lot of shots to get the numbers, and they've been pretty much getting their numbers all year. Like I said, one's 25 a game, others 18, 19 a game. So, we have to do a good job of not getting too extended on everybody else, so that we can shrink the floor and help on those two guys. They got two explosive scores, and then pretty much all their guys that have assists, they have like two of those guys that make plays for each other. So we got to do a good job of personnel tonight and rebound the basketball. But, if you concentrate on them too much, Riley can go get 20. Bo Barber go get 15. And Leland, the four-man, he can go get some buckets too. And they got some good players off the bench. You get good bench productivity every night.
Well, we're not too bad ourselves. So that's certainly defensively in a couple of categories, number one, and certainly in the top four in a couple of categories nationwide. That defense is really becoming a calling card for the Golden Tigers now.
Yeah, it's our calling card, and it travels. And it's something that we can kind of control. We can't control if we shoot the ball great every night, but we can control our effort on defense and personnel and game plan. Trying to take other teams' best attributes away. That's what we try to do. But tonight, we're going to be tested tonight because they're skilled. They push it in transition. They got multiple scores, and just like every night in the SIAC, if you're not on your game, you're going to lose.
We're definitely beyond the halfway point in the season now. Starting to look toward February, this month already underway, and then start of the tournament near the end of this month. Obvious question that this one is important for the Golden Tigers in terms of the Badgers of Spring Hill. But in the grand scheme of things about how you want to finish this season, I know it's game by game, but this one's just as critical here.
It's crazy. I kind of like where we are in terms of, defense is our constant. Eventually the lid is going to come off the rim, and we'll be able to score the ball. But I'm just trying to play the right way and have the right mindset. We've been in every game except for the Miles game, and 15-5 in that game until I don't want to get fined. Let me leave that alone. I just know they had 19 free throws in the first half.
Well, we mentioned that too. So
just know they had 19 free throws in the first half, and it's 15-5. So
it was loaded on air.
Yeah. So I don't want to take my little money anyway. So we've been pretty much in every game, and we just got to be a little bit more consistent down the road, down the stretch of games. And we had a 13-point lead the other night, and they started getting desperate and trying to foul us, and that's how they got back in it. So we had to handle those things better and control what we can control, and just continue to play hard. We play hard every night.
Coach, you're getting set for this basketball game, and we want to turn our attention away from the basketball game for just a moment because I know you were just as devastated as I was. We heard the news earlier this week about the senseless murder of a friend of both of us, Sammy Jackson, former coach at Fort Valley State University.
Yes.
Just a couple words from you about Sammy.
Yeah, I interviewed Sammy twice here. You know, I know him. We go way back. Great guy, unbelievable mentor, had great demeanor. Thought he would have been good for us. The basketball community, basketball family lost a good one. And it's not a lot of good ones in this business, to be honest with you. And he was one of the good ones, and he's going to be surely missed and so senseless.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Coach, what's the best in the ball game here against the Badgers of Spring Hill this afternoon? Come away with another win, trying to go back-to-back here. Best of luck in the contest.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Head coach Vinci Taylor, Golden Tigers getting set to meet the Badgers of Spring Hill in men's action immediately following the women's contest. Right now, the Lady Golden Tigers of Tuskegee with a 32-23 lead. Take a break. More basketball action just ahead on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
I am Deborah Rogers, Deputy Chief Athletic Director, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery, elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes. Chappie James Center. The rivalry continues. Saturday, February 8th, get to the arena early for a big-time doubleheader matchup as the Miles College Golden Bears comes to Tuskegee. A doubleheader as the Lady Golden Tigers, led by Brittany Bolin and Halani Canton, set to take on the Lady Golden Bears of Miles College. Immediately following, the NBA All-Star Weekend bound Golden Tigers of Tuskegee take on the Western Division leading Miles College Golden Bears. Get your tickets now for a major heavyweight showdown. Be advised the strict enforcement will be implemented. Tell a friend to tell another friend that February 8th is the date. 1 p.m. tip-off time for the women, 3 p.m. start time for the men. We'll see you in Daniel Chappie James Center. Live inside the Daniel Chappie James Center, the rivalry continues. Saturday, February 8th, get to the arena early for a big-time doubleheader matchup as the Miles College Golden Bears comes to Tuskegee. A doubleheader as the Lady Golden Tigers, led by Brittany Bolin and Halani Canton, set to take on the Lady Golden Bears of Miles College. Immediately following, the NBA All-Star Weekend bound Golden Tigers of Tuskegee take on the Western Division leading Miles College Golden Bears. Get your ticket. Be advised the strict enforcement will be implemented. Tell a friend to tell another friend that February 8th is the date. 1 p.m. tip-off time for the women, 3 p.m. start time for the men. We'll see you in Daniel Chappie James Center.
Back live here inside Outlaw Arena at the Recreation Center at Spring Hill College. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee with a 32-23 lead over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Get a little bit of our reverb out. We'll take a look at some of our first half stats. Tuskegee from the floor in this first half. Right now, from the floor, Tuskegee at 13 of 27 shooting. And for the Badgers of Spring Hill, you see Eric radically trying to get that title for Spring Hill in there. And they are 9 of 20 shooting from the floor at 45%. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Tuskegee ahead in the rebounding department. Look at that. They've only given up 7 rebounds to the Badgers of Spring Hill. Tuskegee 6 turnovers, Badgers 7. Wind Creek, Casino, Montgomery, fast break points 5 for Tuskegee, 4 fast break points 4. The Badgers of Spring Hill. Set for second half action now. The Badgers of Spring Hill will have the basketball. They'll go left to right in the third period to get things started. And they start out with a field goal on the inside. That'll make it 32-25. Tuskegee still with the lead, but the lead has been cut to single digits. They led by as many as 15 in the first half. Tuskegee half-court set now. Left side, double B with the jumper. Got it to fall. Just inside the arc for Boland, but a field goal nonetheless. She's got 7 in the basketball game now. Tuskegee leading at 34-25. Badgers half-court set. Severe dumps it down at the block. They go across the floor. They throw it away. Boland wants to lead a break for Tuskegee. She'll slide across the timeline just in front of our broadcast table. She'll have it out front, trying to dump it to Jasmine. Jasmine at the block. Hard push right side underneath, and they'll get her for the travel instead. The whistle called down low, and Coach Wester making that face as she is in total disbelief that was a travel and not a foul call. 9 minutes left in the third. Tuskegee with a 34-25 lead. Tuskegee trying to go 7 in a row since the start of January, 7-1 in the month of January. Half-court set, Badgers throw it away in the corner. Tuskegee back the other way with the basketball. Golden Tigers, for their effort, have bounced up in the standings on the west of the SIAC. Actually started 5th in the west, worked its way up from 5th now to 2nd, only behind Miles, a team that they defeated last week. So Tuskegee with a lot of momentum. They'll get set to meet those same Lady Bears at Chappie James on Saturday. So if you've got nothing to do, or even if you've got something to do, put it on hold and come to Chappie James on Saturday for outstanding basketball action. The women's action begins at 1 with the Golden Tigers hosting the Lady Bears, and then men's action to follow. Tuskegee on the men's side, number 2 in the West. They will meet the Bears of Miles College, who are number 1. So an action-packed Saturday from Chappie James. Action on the floor here. Garrido with a 3-point shot for the Badgers. Missed on the shot, but the floater on the inside and a whistle by Mann. She missed on the shot, but she will be at the line shooting for the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. They call that foul on Cantone for Tuskegee. Halati with her first personal. And Jalissa Mann, the senior from Decatur, Georgia, at the line to shoot. Mann good on the first free throw for Spring Hill. She's got 3 in the ball game. 1 more free throw coming her way. And Jalissa good on both for Spring Hill. She's got 4. Mann, the senior, seen her throughout her career at Spring Hill. So comfortable enough to call her Jalisa, one of the staples for Spring Hill. Tuskegee half-court set now. Boland, Cantone in the corner. Halati, hard shot there at the back of the iron. Batted around, comes to Jasmine. Good steal there. Cantone following that play defensively to tap it away, and Tuskegee with another look here. Halati slides left side. Lost the dribble. Over to Boland. Double B behind the arc. She'll slide up top. Garrido going to pick her up defensively. Now Holmes with it. Right side jumper by Cyan. Missed on the shot. Jasmine got a rebound at the block and a foul called down underneath on Garrido for the Badgers of Spring Hill. So Claudia Garrido picks up her 3rd. And non-shooting foul for Tuskegee. Well, it looks like Jasmine headed toward the free throw line. So she will be shooting as Dowling takes a seat. And Vallis back out on the floor now for Coach Presley as Jasmine hits that first free throw for Tuskegee. She's got 9 in the ball game. Jasmine rattled that second one and missed that. That rebound comes clear to Kuhn, who's on the floor, the senior for the Lady Badgers. Gives it over to Mann. She'll come across the timeline right side. Up top, Kuhn with the basketball. Back over to Mann. 7:10 left, third period. Tuskegee with a 35-27 lead. Jumper pushed out front, and air ball there by Kuhn. Tuskegee will have it on the end at the baseline. Boland with it across the timeline now. Slides right side all the way through to the glass, and Boland with the dipsy-do layup. She'll get the basket. 9 in the ball game for Double B, and Tuskegee takes its lead back to 10, 37-27 with 6:45 remaining in the third period. Garrido now hard push by her right side. Lost her dribble, gives it to Kuhn. Inside, and they throw it away. Here comes Cantone back the other way. One-on-one, she'll challenge Kuhn to the rack. And Alani finishes for Tuskegee. Good work by Alani at the right side to get that field goal. She's got 6. That forces a timeout by head coach Dan Pressel. And the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Tuskegee ups its lead now 31-27. Let's take a break here on GTSN. Back live here inside the Arthur Outlaw Arena Recreation Center. Tuskegee from the floor, 16 of 33. Good work there by Alani Cantone on that last field goal for the Golden Tigers. Cantone named the HBCU All-Star SIAC Player of the Week last week for her performance in the ball game, stretching back to Kentucky State, Miles, and Lane College. Cantone averaging 12 points per ball game, 5 rebounds per outing, 2.5 steals and 1 block, as 1 steal per ball game over that time frame. Had double-doubles against Kentucky State and Miles College during that week of play to lead the Golden Tigers. So congratulations to Alani, the HBCU All-Stars SIAC Player of the Week. She and Brittany Boland named to the Eurobasketball.com Women's Final Four Showcase, which will take place later here in 2025. Chance for them to showcase themselves with a possible opportunity to play in international basketball after they finish their seasons at Tuskegee. Half-court set now for the Badgers. They'll run it left side. Back out on the floor, Smith with the basketball, and she had a whistle in the front court. 5:58 left here in the third. And across the floor, Hunter inbounds it. She'll give it to Garrido. Garrido, nice ball fake right side, and she got the lay-in for the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. So Garrido with back-to-back baskets for the Lady Badgers makes it 39-29. Tuskegee still with the lead, though, with 5:42 left in the third. Boland works it down in the corner to Cyan. Alexandria Johnson back out on the floor. Up top now, Jasmine, foul on extended. Left side, Cantone, 8 to shoot. Left corner, Cyan, now 7 to shoot. Trying to get it back to Jasmine. She's got to turn in a hurry. Double there, try to push it back out front. Badgers took it away. They'll go up the floor. Boland tapped it at the mid-stripe. Up the floor now, Holmes beyond the defense. And Cyan got a lay-in on transition for the Golden Tigers. That's a Wind Creek Casino Montgomery. Fast break layup for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Good defensive work by Brittany Boland at the mid-stripe to take it away. Tuskegee with a 41-29 lead as a result. Under 5 left here in the third. Garrido for 3. Back of the iron on the shot. Cyan clears for Tuskegee. Cantone quickly across the timeline for TU. Now they'll set it left side. Johnson. Bounce pass in the corner to Cyan. Cyan pushes across the floor to Cantone. Cantone to Boland. Foul on extended. Bounce pass up the block to Jasmine. Nicely done. The assist to Double B. Jasmine with the finish for Tuskegee. She's got 13 in the ball game. Tuskegee leads it 43-29 with 4:26 left here in the third. Up top, handling it is Kellen Hunter, the sophomore for the Badgers. Johnson guarding defensively. Hunter with a running jumper, and she's good from out front. Just 2 on the jumper by Hunter. She's got 5 in the ball game, but a good look by her. Johnson now in the corner, Cyan. Back up top, Alexandria. Cantone with it on the move. Foul on extended jumper. Cantone back of the iron. Jasmine there for a rebound. Underneath the defense, and they're going to call a jump ball there. She was in between Duda and Vallis on the defensive end for Spring Hill. The arrow, I believe, will keep it with Tuskegee. It's not lit up on the other end of the floor. And Jasmine pleading her case that she was fouled on the inside. 3:56 remains in the third. Tuskegee leads at 43-31. Media timeout here inside the Outlaw Arena. We'll step out as well on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Golden Tiger fans, I'm Anthony Holloman, Commissioner of the SIAC, and this is Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Golden Tiger fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Golden Tiger fans, don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Back to live action. Golden Tigers will have the basketball at a half-court set with 3:56 remaining in the third, and Tuskegee leading it 43-31. Golden Tigers right now 18 of 36 shooting at 50%, and a whistle and a half-court set. I think they're going to call that foul on the inside on Kellen Hunter. And Hunter has picked up her second personal non-shooting. Tuskegee to inbound it again. They'll have a fresh 20 this time. Cantone inside. Doubled up on the inside, and they'll get Halati for the travel inside the paint. Good defensive collapse there by the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. And Cyan Sine Bobbitt set to come in next dead ball. Trying to replace Cyan Holmes in the lineup. Samaya Mackin set to report back as well. Officials gathering now, and right underneath the Tuskegee cylinder, Andrew Gilmore and Nakia Wynn, the referee and umpire number 1 there under the cylinder. And now they're going to bring in Marquise Richardson, the third official. Players will take advantage of that and go toward the bench. Get some extra instruction. And the official rating crew there near the mid-stripe. 3:49 left in the third. Tuskegee with a 43-31 lead. Not real sure what the conference between the officials is about right here near the mid-stripe. But we'll find out shortly. They'll break their huddle and set to resume action. We'll see what the disposition is after players come out of the huddle. Basketball will belong to the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Halani Cantone got called for a travel violation inside the paint. Looks like that's the call they're going to stay with. And the Badgers will have the basketball. Out on the floor, Nicole Blanche, the junior. She'll inbound it to the sophomore, Kellen Hunter. Hunter will work it right side, and she'll be met by Alexandria Johnson there. Hunter slides all the way through left side with the right hand and got a layup. Mix up there with the Tuskegee defense. Alexandra thought she was going to get some backside help. She did not. Hunter able to slide it through left side with the right hand lay-in, and the Tuskegee lead down to 10. Alexandria Johnson right side now. She'll push right side in traffic. Had it stripped away by Hunter. Hunter runs the floor for the Lady Badgers. They can cut the lead to single digits. Up top now. They work it right side. Blanche behind the arc. Trying to get it to Vallis if they can. Vallis turns right hand with the shot. And just a right hand hook shot. She got it to fall. Wasn't her prettiest effort, but Vallis able to get her second field goal of the ball game and cut the deficit to 43-35. We're at 2:54 left in the third. Boland working off of a screen. Slides it, top of the key, Cantone. Right side, Johnson. 11 to shoot. Johnson tried to tap it inside. They almost throw it away. Now a tie-up. And on a jump ball, the basketball is going to belong to the Badgers of Spring Hill. Tuskegee just a little bit out of kilter last couple trips down the floor. Few turnovers as Hughley's back out on the floor with 2:39 left now. Tuskegee had built his lead back up to 12, but the Badgers are cut right back into it now. The lead 43-35. Hunter right side with the pass to Smith. Tiana Smith in the paint. Nice drop step by her, and she got the layup. Tuskegee's defense giving up a lot on the inside now. And Coach Wester takes the timeout. Lady Badgers have battled back here with 2:19 remaining. Tuskegee leads it 43-37 after leading by as many as 15. We'll take a timeout here in GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee Nation, I'm Reginald Ruffin, Director of Athletics, and this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
For five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Back live here inside of the Outlaw Arena. We extend our condolences to the family of the late Sammy Jackson, the former Headland High School basketball player, all-conference player at University of Montevallo, former head coach at Tuskegee, at Fort Valley State University and Savannah State, also a longtime assistant at Alabama A&M. We extend our condolences on the senseless killing of a tremendous man who's going to be tremendously missed by so many people. Meanwhile, with 1:51 remaining here in the third period, Tuskegee with the basketball in a half-court set. They lead it 43-37. They'll have it left of the cylinder with the basketball. Boland to inbound it. Pushes in the corner to Cantone. Alani on a move now. Works it back out behind the arc, right side just in front of the TU bench. 13 to shoot. Cantone down in the corner. Slides all the way through. Reverse lay-in. Too far out and missed on the shot. Duda clears now for the Lady Badgers with 1:33 remaining. Hunter across the timeline now. Picked up by LaDeja Hughley with 1:26 left. Again, sliding all the way through to the rack, and she got another lay-in. Tuskegee just cannot provide an answer to Kellen Hunter on her penetration. Got another field goal left side toward the rack. Tuskegee's leads down to 4 now. They need a basket desperately. Out front, Hughley across the floor, Boland. Boland surveys, guarded by Blanche. Down in the corner, Bobbitt, back to Boland. Boland across the floor to Hughley. 9 to shoot. LaDeja to the rack, out of control, and they're going to get her for the offensive foul. Trying to create on a collapsing zone by the Badgers of Spring Hill, and Spring Hill with the basketball with less than a minute remaining. Alexandria Johnson, Jasmine Manuel, and Cyan Holmes back out on the floor now for Coach Wester. And that's the 4 of the original 5 as Hughley takes a seat. Johnson takes her place in the lineup. 53 seconds left in the third, a quarter that's been dominated by the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. They have it on a weave. Smith works her way down on the block underneath the defense of Cantone, and she got a lay. And all of a sudden, the Tuskegee lead is down to 2 with 36 seconds left. Rihanna Glaze set to come in. Next dead ball for Tuskegee. Out front, Boland. Now across the floor, Cantone. But doubling Jasmine Manuel. Boland for three. Double B, spins it, missed on the shot. Holmes got a rebound and a putback for Tuskegee. Tuskegee needed a basket there somehow. And a travel violation by the Badgers in the backcourt. Tuskegee will take the basketball over with 15 seconds left in the third. So Tuskegee got a much-needed basket in that half-court set. Now a turnover in the backcourt. A chance to convert here. Glaze set to inbound it for TU. She'll look to the inside and pushes back out front to Cyan. 14 to shoot. Bowler out front now. Double B looking for a screen. She'll backpedal now with 8. She'll have to go one-on-one here now as she'll slide up from left side. Foul out extended with a jumper. Missed on it there. Back the other way at the buzzer. And underneath the cylinder on the shot by Hunter. Don't believe it would have counted had she hit it. But a rugged third quarter for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. They may lead, though, 45-41 over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill, who were charging hard in that third period to cut the deficit to 4. We'll take a break here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. 10 minutes remaining. Golden Tigers trying to hang on for their 7th win in a row. See if they can do it here on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Billy Knight, former general manager of the Atlanta Hawks, and this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee athletics on the Golden Tigers Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery, elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
Our broadcast coverage of Tuskegee basketball also sponsored by the Utilities Board of Tuskegee. And we'll be naming our Utilities Board of Tuskegee Player of the Game after this ball game. Boland bumped at the baseline and she fouled with 9:45 remaining in the ball game. Non-shooting foul, so Tuskegee will glaze to inbound it left of the cylinder. Tuskegee with a 45-41 lead in the corner. Boland with the basketball, lost it on the floor. Lady Badgers take it away. Blanche with it in the backcourt. Tuskegee by 4. Left side, they got it in the hands of Kellen Hunter, the sophomore. Hunter, space left side with a jumper and knocks down a field goal for the Badgers of Spring Hill. Kellen Hunter, only a 16th game for the Lady Badgers, was out with an ankle injury. Just got back onto the floor a couple of ball games ago. And she has really proven to be the difference for the Lady Badgers. Glaze out front, back to Alexandria Johnson. Tuskegee's lead is 2. Boland, left side with a jumper. Double B, rattled it good for Tuskegee. She's got 11 in the ball game for the Golden Tigers. Tuskegee, with 8:50 remaining, leads it 47-43. They need a defensive stop here. They've got to find some kind of way. Stop Kellen Hunter, who has the basketball now. They jumped into a zone defense. Hunter to Duda, right side. Blades guarding her. Across the floor, Valets. Back to Hunter now, 10 to shoot for the Lady Badgers. She'll backpedal out near the mid-stripe, now 7 to shoot. She's on the move, left side, lost it momentarily. Take away there by Tuskegee. Alexandria took it away now. Alexandria cross dribble, bounce pass right side, Boland at the block, and they'll get Boland for the travel violation. Whitney did not go right away after the pass from Johnson, and that hesitation created the turnover, and the Lady Badgers back the other way. Now Tuskegee with a 47-43 lead. Back out on the floor for the Lady Badgers now, Lori Sevier, the freshman from Coral Springs, Florida. And out front, it's Kellen Hunter. Hunter has just proven difficult for Tuskegee to stop in a half-court set. They work it down out front, a long-range jumper. That one's off the mark. Glades is going to let it bounce, and Duda tried to catch it, but not able to catch it before it goes out of bounds. Right now, Kellen Hunter with 11 points, leading the Badgers in scoring. They've got 8 from Garrido and 8 from Sevier off of the bench. We're under 8 minutes remaining. Tuskegee leading at 47-43. For the Golden Tigers, couple of players in double figures. Bolin with 11, Manuel with 11. 8 for Holmes, half-court set for TU. Bolin right side in the corner to Alexandria. Back out front to Bolin, 9 to shoot. She'll work it left side, lead behind. Glaze, now 5 to shoot for Tuskegee. Alexandria knows it, fires a 3. Remmer is off the mark, and the rebound controlled by Tiana Smith. And the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. We go down to 7:20 left in the ball game. Hunter with it out front for the Lady Badgers. She'll work it right side. Tuskegee's dropped into that zone defense. Out front with the basketball, Sevier. Running jumper left side, missed on the shot. Glaze clears for Tuskegee, and we clear the 7-minute mark now, down at 6:59. Johnson over to Glaze. Up top, across the floor, Bolden. Bounce pass, Holmes. Across the floor, trying to get it to Manuel. Comes to the corner and Glaze instead. Now Bolden, foul line extended, jumper. Yeah, double B with a basket there for Tuskegee. Double B lighting it up now. She's got 13. She knows Tuskegee needs baskets. They're coming to her, and she's answering. Last couple of trips down the floor, back-to-back field goals for the grad from Trophy Club, Texas. Sevier out front now, pushes across the floor as Hunter handles. 14 to shoot for Spring Hill. Tuskegee's lead is back at 6 with 49-43. Left side, across the floor. Sevier for 3 in the corner. Remmer's off the mark. Rebound tapped around. Valia's had it. Tuskegee took it away. Here comes Holmes to take it away for Tuskegee. Good job there by Tuskegee to tap and stay in that fray for the basketball. Valia's had it, but Tuskegee took it. We're at 6 minutes left now. Left side, Boland. Sevier picks her up defensively. Johnson with it out front, works off of a screen. Right side, Glaze for 3. Glaze, Remmer had a good look, couldn't put it down. Brianna could hit that shot, just couldn't close it there. 4:43 left now. Across the floor, Sevier with the basketball just in front of the Spring Hill bench. Now Hunter out front with 5:33 left in the ball game. Tuskegee leading 49-43. She'll run right side, Hunter at the block. Now denied by Boland. Bounce pass inside to the rack. Shot there, left short on the cylinder by Smith on the inside. Manuel clears for Tuskegee, and we're approaching 5:15 left. Boland left side for TU. They lead it 49-43, trying to go 7 in a row. Glaze bounce pass and threw the basketball away. He's trying to get it down low to Cyan. She thought Cyan would cut toward the baseline. She cut to the inside, basketball out of bounds, and over to the Lady Badgers. Garrido back out on the floor now for Coach Pessel and the Lady Badgers with 5:07 left. Out there with 3 personals. Tuskegee leading at 49-43. Hunter will pick it up across the mid-stripe for the Lady Badgers. Left side, Garrido just in front of their bench. Entry pass, Duda. Back to Garrido. Now back out front to Hunter. Trying to find some space left side. Whistles on her penetration. Tuskegee just a step slow, trying to catch up with Kellen Hunter, even in a zone defense. They call that foul on Alexandria Johnson for Tuskegee. We're down to 4:54 and a media timeout here inside the Arthur R. Outlaw Arena and Recreation Center at Spring Hill College, live in Mobile, Alabama. We'll take a break here on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
I'm Rolandus Rice, Chief Operating Officer and the Vice President for Student Affairs at Tuskegee University, and this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. learn cutting-edge practices, and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
Golden Tigers engaged in a good one with the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill, who just refused to go away. 4:54 remaining in the ball game. Tuskegee with a 49-43 lead. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, they're shooting 47% from the floor, 21 of 45 shooting at this point. Badgers 18 of 36% shooting. They've upped their mark from the floor at 50%. 4 3-point field goals for Tuskegee, 3 for the Lady Badgers. Tuskegee 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Badgers 4 of 5. So after the timeout, basketball will find Kellen Hunter at the free throw line shooting for the Lady Badgers. Tuskegee led by as many as 15 in this ball game. Turnovers, Tuskegee 14, Lady Badgers 15, as Hunter hits the first free throw for Spring Hill. Hunter, a spark for the Lady Badgers. Missed on the second free throw as Boland collects the rebound for Tuskegee. Brittany across the timeline. Now she'll handle things out front. Badgers have dropped into his own defense. Johnson down in the corner, works it inside to Samaya Mackin. Mackin back to Boland. Boland with a jumper. Got it again. Boland just on fire here inside the Outlaw Arena with another field goal. This one just right of the free throw line. So Boland now with 15 in the ball game for Tuskegee. Out front for the Badgers with 4:16 left. They drop it down low to Vallis. Vallis may have traveled there. They got a whistle inside instead. Vallis got away with a step past the defense, got the lay in, and she'll be at the line shooting. Not sure which Golden Tiger was guilty of the foul on the inside, but Vallis with a chance for a three-point play, missed on the free throw. Mackin got the rebound for Tuskegee. Tuskegee with a 51-46 lead. Across the floor, right side, Boland handles the basketball. The entry pass, Mackin over to Glaze. Alexandria Johnson behind the arc now. They're trying to work that zone. Mackin turns left side. Boland got space. Jumper again. This one hard at the back of the iron, but the rebound Holmes at the block. Samaya with the lay-in left side. Got the basket, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. How about the pass from Cyan Holmes after getting that basketball on the recovery there by Tuskegee to go right back on the inside to Samaya, and Mackin there with the left-hand lay-in to get that basket. And Tuskegee with 3:51 left. That's a little bit of breathing room now. Samaya with a chance for the three-point play. 72% free throw shooter. Mackin got it from the line. She's got 3 in the ball game. Tuskegee now 54-46 over the Lady Badgers. Kellen Hunter across the timeline for Spring Hill. 3:40 left in the ball game. Up top, Garrido. Trying to get it inside, threw it away. Samaya had a direct intercept of that pass, just not able to collect it. Tried to bat it instead and went off of her left leg and out of bounds. It'll stay with Spring Hill. 3:34 remains. Tuskegee trying to survive here in Mobile, Alabama against the Badgers. Entry pass, Duda. Gives it over to Hunter on a circle out front. Duda, jumper, foul line extended, missed that one badly. Rebound collected by Boland, and a jump ball called. Boland had it on the inside, was tied up immediately by 2 Lady Badgers on the inside on the arrow. The Lady Badgers get rewarded for the defensive effort. They'll have the basketball with 3:27 remaining. Boland, perhaps better serve, trying to get a quick timeout there instead, but the basketball to Spring Hill. They'll push it out front to Garrido. Garrido, runner to the glass, and she got it to fall. Not much control on that, but Garrido able to get it right side. She's got 8 in the ball game, and the Tuskegee lead is 54-48. Boland out front now. Right side to Johnson. They'll work it up top, foul line expended to Mackin. Mackin back to Alexandria. 12 to shoot for Tuskegee. Entry pass, and they throw the basketball away in the corner. Tuskegee just a little bit ahead of itself in a half-court set. Under 3 minutes remaining now. They lead 54-48. Haven't seen LaDeja Hughley out in the last few minutes. She's at that first spot, set to report for duty. We'll see if they get her back out on the floor. 2:55 left in the ball game. Tuskegee up by 6. Duda with it, left side of the arc. Looks to the inside. Now she'll put it on the floor. Back to Hunter. 15 to shoot for Spring Hill. With 2:40 left in the ball game. Hunter right side with 7 to shoot. Lost her dribble up top. Duda. 5 to shoot for the Badgers now. 3 to shoot. They're forcing one way out front, and somehow Hunter hits a 3 from way out front. Coach Dan Pressel can hardly believe it, and Tuskegee's lead is down to 3, 54-51. 2:15 left. Right side, Johnson with the basketball. She'll walk off of a screen by Holmes. Over to Boland. Boland squares for 3. Triple by Double B. Boland out front, squared up, and just knocked it down for Tuskegee. She's got 2 3-pointers in the ball game, and she's up to 17 points after that field goal. 1:50 left. That's a big 3-pointer there by Boland. Fowler's on the move now, out front over to Hunter. She'll slide left side all the way through, and she draws a foul. Boland, correction, 18 in the ball game after that 3-point shot. But back at the line for the Lady Badgers is Kellen Hunter. And Coach Pressel has got to be pleased that she is back in his lineup. Back after missing several ball games, 2 ball games back into the lineup. And she's leading them in scoring, but Tuskegee leads 57-51 with 1:42 remaining in the ball game. We'll stay here on this timeout. As Hunter fouled left side, she will be at the line to shoot for the Badgers of Spring Hill. She has just been a breath of fresh air for the Lady Badgers. Coming off of their bench to really get them into the fray. They were kind of lifeless until she really came alive for them. Right now, 15 points in the ball game for her. 6 of 9 shooting from the floor. And those have been tough shots by her because she's done a lot of that on penetration, but been able to beat that Tuskegee defense to the block and get to the cylinder for the lay-in. She leads them in scoring. They've also got 10 from Carrillo, who just hit a field goal a few moments ago. For Tuskegee, they're led by their captain, Brittany Boland. Boland 7 of 12 shooting from the floor. They've also got 11 from Jasmine Manuel. They've got 8 from Alexandria Johnson, 5 from Holmes with 8, and Alexandria Johnson with 5, and LaDeja Hughley with those 3 personal fouls. Only 3 points. We'll see if she gets back into the ball game. Looks like she will not be checking in with 1:42 left. It will be Johnson, Boland, Brianna Glaze, Samaya Mackin, and Cyan Holmes, the 5 for head coach Ciante Wester. Jasmine Manuel notably on the Tuskegee bench at this point, as is Helani Cantone. Neither in any serious foul trouble, as a free throw at the line by Hunter. The first is good. She's got 16 for Spring Hill. It's amazing what one person's absence can do in your lineup, and when they return, what their presence can do. She's got 17. The Tuskegee lead is at 4, 57-53. 1:38 left. Tuskegee just got to get a couple of good trips of handling the basketball and coming away with a basket. Boland at the foul line, shuffles back out. Lost her dribble across the floor to Johnson. Now in the corner, Holmes. Up top, Alexandria on the move, slides inside the paint. Pushes back to Glaze, over to Boland. 6 to shoot. Tuskegee got to hurry now. Up top, across the floor, Glaze. Brianna took a travel. Took the extra step for Tuskegee, trying to get one step closer. 69 seconds left in the ball game. And the turnover gives it back to Spring Hill. They trail 57-54. Tuskegee needs a good defensive stop here. Garrido in the backcourt gives it over to Kellen Hunter. Hunter come across the timeline. Tuskegee going to drop back into a zone. 64 seconds left now. Hunter on the turn up top to Duda. Duda surveys on a give inside to Garrido, and they throw the basketball away. Duda trying to catch Garrido in movement right side, but led her too far on the pass. And Tuskegee with the basketball now with 56 seconds left. Don't have to hurry, but what they want to come away with is a field goal at the end of this trip down the floor. Boland will handle across the timeline. Clock gears up at 50. Boland, right side, has Manuel back out on the floor. They'll jump Roland out front. Left side to Glaze. Rihanna on the move up top. Right side, Alexandria Johnson now. 14 to shoot for Tuskegee. Alexandria out front. Now pushes left side. All the way through. Had a kick, but it came to Boland. Boland jumper foul line. Got it again. Brittany Boland. How about the captain stepping up as needed? Even 20 for her with 30 seconds left. Yeah, that Utilities Board of Tuskegee player of the game heading toward Brittany Boland. There she gets a rebound at the block for the Golden Tigers with 20 seconds left. Johnson in the backcourt. She'll be fouled immediately there. Boland stepping up huge for the Golden Tigers in the ball game in a contest where they needed their field goal shooting. And she has come through for Tuskegee. 7 of 12 from the floor and 2 of 4 from behind the arc for Tuskegee, and Brittany Boland with 20 in the ball game. Entry pass in the backcourt. Boland got it there. Badgers, now they'll commit the foul and go back the other way. No foul called. Just Coach Ciante Wester this time taking a timeout before Boland's tied up there. And a jump ball. The arrow would have favored Tuskegee this time had they gotten the jump ball call. But Coach Wester not wanting to take a chance on the Badgers, coming away with a steal instead. So the Golden Tigers now with a 59-53 lead over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Trying to stay right on the heels of the Lady Bears of Miles College to set up that monumental ball game on Saturday at Chappie James. Tuskegee hosting the Lady Bears. They defeated the Lady Bears earlier this month, 61-42. And we'll be looking to do it for a second time in the season. And if they're able to defeat them next weekend, assuming things stay the same for the Lady Bears, if they don't lose here in Saturday play today, Tuskegee will be vying for that number 1 spot in the West. It could be going into that ball game number 1 if the Lady Bears do not win this afternoon. Tuskegee with 11 seconds appearing on its way to win a tight one against the Badgers. They inbounded in the backcourt to Boland. Boland had it taken away on the other side of the floor, and a lay in there by Tiana Smith. The last thing Tuskegee needed there was a basketball taken away in the backcourt, particularly after they took a timeout to set that play, and they turn it over. 59-55 with 7 seconds left. They'll have the basketball again. Coach Pressel took the timeout after he got exactly what he wanted. Smith took it away in the backcourt. Now Tuskegee back out on the floor. Holmes, Manuel, Glaze, Boland, and Alexandria Johnson. Somebody's got to take this pressure off of this inbound pass and get it on a space on the floor where the Badgers cannot jump right on top of them on the entry pass. Holmes set to inbound it. Tuskegee with 7.2 seconds left, lead 59-55. Everybody matched up now. Badgers won't put anybody on the entry pass. Coach Wester took another time out here to see what the defensive set was going to be for the Lady Badgers. They were showing that they were not going to defend the inbound patch, which makes sense for the Lady Badgers. They want to have more defenders on players on the floor as Cyan Holmes inbounds the pass, and the added advantage of perhaps denying an entry pass. But after the timeout, Tuskegee will have the benefit of inbounding the basketball in a half-court set instead of having to go the length of the floor. Now, we've seen this before. Tuskegee in these type situations, they try to keep the basketball on the half court but they've got all of the backcourt to throw it into the backcourt and even burn more time in effect if they're able to do it by throwing it into the backcourt. Let's see how they play it here. Duda, outstretched arms to inbound it. Glaze looks to the inside. Now entry pass to Boland. Out front and over to Cyan. Cyan trying to dump it and they throw it out of bounds. Glaze got it there and she'll cover that basketball there. Whistles before. No time, no call there. Officials agree, no call on Tuskegee. They will hang on. It wasn't pretty at the end, but they win it 59-55 over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. You take it however you can on the road. Tuskegee in a ball game where they led by as many as 15, and they'll come away with a 4-point win over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Lady Badgers fall down to 6-14 to 5-8 in SIAC play. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee celebrate their 7th win in a row, their 8th win in the month of January. They win it 59-55. Golden Tigers now to 12-8 overall, and they go to 9-4 in SIAC play. They'll maintain that number 2 position in the West until we find out what happens with the Lady Bears of Miles College. They are in action this afternoon. Tuskegee could easily be the number 1 seed in the West after today's action. Golden Tigers win it 59-55. We'll take a quick timeout and come back to wrap things up and get you set for men's action here on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Golden Tiger fans, this is Jordan.
Sorry to cut you off there, Jordan. We know you're a big supporter of GTSN. We're live from Spring Hill College, Mobile, Alabama, Arthur Outlaw Arena and Recreation Center. Final score, the Lady Tigers of Tuskegee win it 59-55 over the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Golden Tigers in this basketball game, 25 of 50 shooting from the floor, 50% for the Golden Tigers, 22 of 42 shooting for the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. They finish at 52% shooting from the floor. They had a fabulous third and fourth period shooting from the floor. For Tuskegee, 5 of 18 from behind the arc, 4 of 14 from three-point range for the Lady Badgers. Tuskegee from the free throw line, 4 of 5. Lady Badgers, 7 of 10 shooting from the free throw line. Rebounding edge in this ball game went to Tuskegee, 33 to just 16 rebounds for the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Had one lead change, one tie in the ball game. Tuskegee, largest lead of the ball game, was 15 points. And the largest lead by the Badgers they had was 2 points. That was early on in the ball game. Tuskegee finished with 13 assists compared to 6 for the Lady Badgers. Tuskegee, 18 turnovers, 16 for the Lady Badgers. Bench point favored the Lady Badgers. They had 31 from their bench. Tuskegee with just 11. Fast break points, 9 Wind Creek Casino Montgomery fast break points for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. 6 fast break points for the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Badgers 9 steals, Tuskegee with 8 points off the turnovers, 14 for Tuskegee, 21 for the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Second chance points, Tuskegee with 6, 2 for the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. Take a look at some of the individual scoring in this ball game. Start with the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill. They were led coming off the bench by Kellen Hunter. She finished with 17 points, 6 of 9 shooting and 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And Claudia Garrido, she had 10 in the ball game. She finished with 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Those were the 2 in double figures for the Lady Badgers. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, no doubt about it, Brittany Boland, the key for the Golden Tigers this afternoon. She finished with an even 20. 34 minutes of play for her, 8 of 13 shooting from the floor, 2 of 4 from behind the arc, and she was perfect from the free throw line at 2 of 2. Tuskegee also got 11 points from Jasmine Manuel. Jasmine with 6 rebounds along with those 11 points. Those were the 2 in double figures. They got 8 from Cyan Holmes, 5 from Alexandria Johnson. LaDacia Hughley with 3. Samaya Mackin with 3. And Sine Bobbitt with 1 3-point basket for 3 for Tuskegee. 4. So the Lady of the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee defeat the Lady Badgers of Spring Hill 59-55. Tuskegee goes to 7 in a row here in the month of January, and they go to 8-1 overall in the same month, and they'll go now to 12-8 and 9-4 in the SIAC, solidly in second in the West, chance to take the number 1 spot. We'll see how the Lady Bears and Miles do this afternoon. The Badgers fall to 6-14 and 5-8. That'll do it. The Golden Tigers on the women's side win at 59-55. We'll turn our attention to men's action when the Golden Tigers get set to meet the Badgers of Spring Hill and SIAC action that's just ahead here on GTSN. We'll take a break and get you started after these timeouts.
Tuskegee fans, thank you for listening to the Golden Tigers Sports Network.